Got a good one with me today. This time it's a Smith & Wesson M&P with the 5-inch barrel, Performance Center, ported lightning slide cuts. Here comes a train, so I'm just gonna back in a minute. I've always preferred this look over that of the Glock and the Springfield and everything else, and the trigger's a whole lot nicer in this one than in the standard M&P, and it's got the long slide. Just good looking gun. Definitely, I think it's a keeper. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can also put an optic on here. So a little red dot on top, it's got the cut for it, all set up, ready to go. It's really good. Just before version 2 came out, I bought my M&P ported optics ready 9mm pistol. It came in this box. It's gray. Extra back straps, some wrapping paper. No, seriously, that's some pretty sweet wrapping paper. We should be able to buy that from Smith & Wesson. Different base plates for mounting optics, 2 magazines, each magazine with a 17-round capacity. Look at that thing. It's a whole lot better looking than the 4¼ inch barrel, which just looks like it's been chopped off. This is the Performance Center version. It's got the tall suppressor height sights. They are steel. This is a 9mm. Here it also comes in 40. Got some lightning cuts in the slide. It's got a 3-slot rail dust cover, if you're into that sort of thing. It's got some texturing on the grip, but not a whole lot like the new version 2.0. 2 good-looking, high-quality 17-round magazines come with the pistol. There's always that pesky gap between the magazine and the frame, though. Ever so slightly beveled magazine well. Yes, the magazines slide in easily, and they do drop free with no problem. And being very considerate, Smith & Wesson tells you that it is capable of firing with the magazine removed. It does have slide stops, last round hold opens, on both sides of the pistol. For some reason that's ambidextrous, but it only has a single-sided mag release that's switchable. Here's the trigger. It's got a trigger stop screw in the frame. I really do like all the cuts and scallops in that slide. Well, here's the takedown. Just lock that slide back, drop that lever down, release it, then you have to pull the trigger. Comes right off. Installation, reverse, removal. Just pull it straight back, lock it back. That little takedown lever just flips up itself half the time. Now if you want to take this down without pulling the trigger, here's the other option. Flip down that little takedown lever, and then reach deep in there with a sharp little device like this screwdriver, and you'll see a tiny little lever that's painted yellow, and just flip that thing down. Flip that down and out of the way, and when you release the slide stop, it'll come straight forward. No need to pull the trigger. There you can see it. See that little yellow painted lever? That's what you need to pull down. To reassemble, you can just flip that thing up at any time. Put the slide right back on. The trigger is that regular Smith & Wesson trigger that pivots right in the middle, the trigger safety. And this is what it looks like. Take up to clear the safety. A little bit of creep. It snaps and stops. It resets pretty quickly, but that reset is not audible. Not really tactile, but if you release at all, thing pops forward and it's reset. It's a decent trigger for striker-fired pistol. 3-dot sights, tall and steel. The rear has bigger dots than the front, and the spacing is pretty good when you hold that thing out at arm's length. You can buy a pistol and have the top of your slide cut for an RMR, a little micro red dot, or you can buy a pistol like this, which already has everything taken care of, and all you need to do is remove that plastic cover and put on the new base plate. And on top of that new base plate, put on the red dot of your choice. Or you could get a dovetail adapter for that micro red dot. That works too. In this version of the M&P, the front of the grip is not really textured, but the grip back straps are heavily textured like the new version 2.0. And look at that palm swell. It's pretty nice. The largest back strap fits my hand really well. And when you want to change out those back straps to make sure you have the one that fits you, all you have to do is reach down and turn that little thing and grab the magazine, use the base plate of that magazine to pry that thing up a little bit. Pull the pin out, and the back strap just pops right off. Put the new one on, test it, see what it feels like. Slide the pin back in, twist it, it's all back together. I really do like the look of the slide and those lightning cuts. If you look at that front one, there's an extra space. That's because this is ported also. So about an inch, inch and a half back, there's a nice long port, and it blows gases up to supposedly assist you in managing the recoil. That's the recoil spring. It's painted blue up front. And this 5-inch barrel version does use the same recoil guide rod and spring as the shorter 4¼ inch barrel version. Stainless barrel. And yes, it does get quite dirty with those ports. So if you don't want your gun to get dirty, don't buy this one because it really blows the gases all over the place. The front sight gets all gucked up after a while. Top of the slide has blow-by gases all over it. It's pretty dirty. Took it out to the range to try it for some accuracy testing. This is a little over 7 yards, 5 shots. .1 inches for 4 out of 5 from a rest. That's not good for me. Let's try it again. I usually have a huge flyer. That's 5 out of 5 and an inch and a quarter. It's okay. Here's 2 5-shot groups together. That's 6 or 7 shots, slightly low in the left. There's a third group of 5. That's about 10 shots out of 15, slightly low left. It does seem that I am shooting 2 inches low and an inch left. The angle's a bit off on 2 different axes in this shot, but you get the point. That's my ported, optics-ready Performance Center M&P. Triggers are a lot better than stock. And man, I want some of that wrapping paper, Smith & Wesson.
Hey, thanks for watching Gun Physics. Your thumbs up really helps a lot in the ratings, so thanks for that too. And I've got new videos coming out most Tuesdays. Subscribe for more.